of that and these facts of her story to play out.
Fuck. Fuck, if you heard it, that means the DA heard it. I was still holding out some hope that when they said the daughter might have blocked her and she ain't seen it. But if you heard her say it, that means she's not blocked on Facebook, which makes this even worse.
Facts. She said it in that. If you guys can go back and find it yourself, or whoever wants to prove me wrong, it's in that first live where she gets on crying and needing money and where she's been the last 5 days. If you listen, she said in that matter of time, all of those things happened. But if you also look at the facts and the timeline, that there's no possible way for all of that to transpire.
Her daughter want her in jail because Blessing just said she asked the daughter why she didn't take the video. This is just horrible. Don't the daughter?
Okay, here's the thing. Her daughter's first opening statement on that phone call was, "You gonna have to bail me out of jail." Okay, yes. So that's telling everybody that you were willing to escalate the situation. That the situation that you are in right now, where he's not even really talking to you, your grandpa's just sitting on the couch petting his dog, hoping for another fucking Hot Pocket, and you crashing out, you're the one saying that you're going to escalate all of this. You are. The child is. But instead,
she's not a child. She's not a child, Retina. They're not going to treat her like a child.
Well, no. Okay, your daughter. Well, I will say your daughter. Your daughter calls you, right? And so all of your past trauma is going to be brought up, and FWA wants to, she sat on live in this first recording and talked about all of the things that this man has done, right? And that he was in foster care and all of this, and talking about his childhood, even though she claims that she was with this man from 18 to whatever year because he abused her the whole entire time. So now you want to change a tune in a story and add in his childhood trauma to the way he reacts, yet you still stayed with him and decided to be with him, and all of that shit didn't matter back then. But now it's going to be brought up into the situation you're going to try and dog a man, right? And I could not imagine anybody not responding to FWA and her personality.
Man, I was really trying to give her an out, man. She done sunk her own ship.
I mean, I know people don't pay attention or people miss things. I'm sorry, but the facts are out there. The timeline doesn't make sense, and the evidence probably ain't gonna match up.
I mean, at the point
now, Pew Pew is in evidence, and we look, is there a number on it, who it was registered to, where did it come from? All that's also going to play into her real fucking life that you guys think is just so funny on TikTok.
Ooh.
Because if she is a felon...
What if that weapon has something... Lord, Jesus!
If that weapon has a scratched out... If that weapon has a not registered situation, that's also going to escalate her repercussions in the court system.
If it's tied to another crime, oh shit.
So, again, this is somebody's real life and real fucking consequences. And like Pastor Petty, it's not really anybody should be anybody's fucking entertainment. And when Nitra told her daughter to get the fuck out and take that video down, should have been your reality check. And like the fact that your daughter is like hovering around TikTok and knows about messy talk and all of the things to actually get into a box and say this shit tells me that, again, your TikTok personality is trying to overpower your real life consequences. Because your TikTok personality is not going to help you in court. Your TikTok personality is going to fucking sink you to the DA. That's all that's going to happen. Because you and your daughter have put too much out on social media. You guys have told two different many stories. You're not going to sit and tell that story that you just told online crying when you sat your 5 days when you got out, right? You would never sit in front of a grand jury and tell that same story when they have the facts that you know are facts that exist against you. So now that you got online and already told that lie, what is the grand jury going to think about anything else you have to say? Like I said, she will never see a jury. She will take a plea bargain, and there is no way that she has got a $20,000 lawyer willing to represent her right now, because if it is $20,000 in these charges, it's a retainer fee. And the fact that you have to hustle for pants and snacks, you don't have that. You will, and there will be very shortly, come Monday, an application for a public defender on your court record. Let's be fucking for real. And if there isn't, and there's actually her attorney put on there, I will apologize, and I will say, nope, I was wrong. But
this is, but Tina, let me know. Is this one of the dumbest, like, to me, I keep going over, I've been going over in my head. This is one of the dumbest, like, criminals, like, commits crime and just is lollygagging on, like, I would, like, if somebody lets me out of jail, I wasted $5,000. I'm not sitting around for y'all on TikTok on this charge in particular. Am I tripping?
like it honestly, and this is what I say and what I am trying to say about TikTok personality, right? So you have TikTok personality, you have the TikTok judge, jury, and execution on TikTok, and this fake fucking social media aspect where you're just intertwining with people, right? But not actually intertwining with them. And so at some point, I believe you've gotten away with so many lies, contradictions, and manipulation on TikTok that you think that against her when she's seen the judge, okay? There could have been a request made that she is let out to get her affairs in order before her next court date.
Before Monday.
Because that, in some situations and some cases, it is allowed that you, as long as you're monitored, you can get out for X amount of time to get your affairs in order.
Okay, let's talk about, let's be real then. Let's be real. Do you think people actually sent all the videos that me and you have seen, even the one where she got out? I'm finna check it. I just got a real question for Retina. Do you think they've sent that to the DA?
Absolutely.
She could.
Because the first news article. Hold on one second.
She cooked. If that shit's coming into court on Monday, she's fucking cooked. Yo. Y'all better get her. Y'all better get her damn her fucking jail ID number, man. If y'all like her, I have nothing against her. But y'all better get her damn ID. And what the hell was this?
Can you put that up real quick?
Shit. Yeah. Shit.
So one of the first articles I was sent, this is the last part of the article. Like I said,
cooked. You're fucking cooked, bro. You're cooked. You're 10 second, right?
This is the last part. Police ask that anyone with information regarding the shooting can contact the Detroit Police Department, 5th Precinct, and ask for this detective number or Crime Stoppers. And you want to tell me that in probably, let's just say 15 lives in the last 24 hours have played this, right? And on average, between 200 and 1,000 people are watching, and some people have a fucking moral compass and really are like, bro, I hope, like, is this taken care of? Because yes, people on the internet are absolutely going to use this information and send it in. Absolutely. Yeah, and at some point, they probably are going to have to put out another article that says we have enough, we've received X, Y, and Z, because I guarantee you the people on TikTok have done what the fucking people of TikTok do and meddle in this shit. Because again, your social media presence has now moved over into your real life.
Hey, y'all, none to go in here. Y'all find her name and go look at that other video that she done put up. Go find her name in here. She in here, so you could go see that other video and follow her for that video. Oh, she cooked, Retina. I couldn't imagine being this cooked. I couldn't. Woo.
Daddy, I cannot reach.
So you don't believe that she's gonna be running the pot at all?
Dad, I cannot reach my shirt.
No. She has child abuse charges from 2007. She will be sitting in a fucking corner, or she will be sitting in PA or whatever, PC. She'll be sitting in PC. She literally, it doesn't matter. These charges, she can go in there thinking that she's a thug, because, right, she got these charges until her actual criminal history gets out to the people in the pods and
PC.
with protective custody. Because that's where people that hurt children go so they don't get their fucking teeth knocked in and their limbs broke in prison. And I am gonna guess that Detroit jail, okay, not prison, not even Michigan's prison, but Detroit's jail ain't gonna fucking play with any of that shit. I am guessing there are people in there. And if you think you can go into jail like that and your whole entire criminal record isn't gonna get by somebody, because it takes one phone call to give people your info that you think you're hiding, and then the next entire pod knows all about your CA, and next thing you know, you cowering in the fucking corner. So if you didn't take a shower except a couple times in 3 days, I'm guessing that's because you were scared, more likely than it had anything to do with prison politics or the jail and how it works.
Retina, you forgot they got tablets? They are on TikTok right now, watching her fuck up and not get her shit together. As we speak, the inmates are on the tablets looking at this shit.
You know, that's when people say tablets, that's not necessarily true. Okay, some county jails have tablets that you can text on, but sometimes they get shut off at a certain point. But again, you're paying for per text message or whatever. So, like my prison, right? You can get tablets. They're like, I think a little one was like 100 and a big one's like 130 something, right? And those tablets hook up to the JPay computers. You can download games that you have to pay for, and reading, like some reading material.
Music?
What? And music. Yes, music is so expensive. It's $2 a song to download onto your tablet on JPay. So you have these tablets that, you know, take your emails that you get on the JPay computer and stuff, and then it'll download onto your tablets. You can take it to your room. You can, like, depending on if your prison has Wi-Fi or not, you can send them in your room, or you have to hook back up to the JPay computer to send them. But there's not usually, not that I am aware of, there's no tablets that are connecting people to the actual internet to see this stuff portray. Your tablets are pretty much just for your own entertainment and communication.
Okay, it varies by state, but when I was in California, you could get on some. They had a way to finagle to get on the internet. You just had one of the guards.
Well,
had
yeah.
my password. I need to shut the fuck up.
I mean, yes. I mean, all those things in prison politics play out. Like, I for sure seen a fucking cell phone in prison when I was in prison, and it wasn't by a CO. I was absolutely given Reese's peanut butter cups and gum while I was in prison from a CO. So, I mean, none of this shit's gonna matter anymore, but it happens. So, yes. But do I think that people are specifically tuning into this? No, because even though we're on TikTok and there's this presence, right, on this little, because if you really think about the size of TikTok, this is a very small portion, right, that knows of her and the situation, and it's not really all over the news. It's really not like United States wise, right? So only a small part of maybe